Hey guys, Mitch Jalapeno here. So I got this comment here and I actually had this video in my draft, so here it goes. The homeowner did not have the doorstop on the baseboard. They took it off for whatever reason and they opened the door a little too hard and the door handle went straight through the wall. So I'm going to show you what I think is probably the best method to repairing this type of damage. So first thing you want to do is plastic. I don't want to create more work for the homeowners, so whenever I leave, I want it to be nice and clean. And then what I like to do is I measure my drywall piece and see what size it's going to be, and then I trace it onto the wall. You could cut the hole in the wall first and then measure it and then put the piece of drywall, but I think it's easier to just cut the drywall piece first and then trace it onto the wall and then cut it. What I'm using here is a drywall saw. You could also use a utility knife, but in my opinion, it's a cleaner cut with the drywall saw. I'm also going to put some wood backing, that way it's going to be nice and sturdy. I put a screw in the middle, that way I could hold it while I'm screwing the other sides. I put my piece of drywall up, I put the other screws on, that way it's going to be nice and tight. Remember, you don't want to put the screws in too deep because it's going to make the drywall a little loose. You're going to cut the drywall paper and it's not really going to hold as good. So just be careful, like a 1/16 into the drywall with your screws. I added a little bit of mesh tape. And then this little powder I'm using, it's called Easy Sand 5. A lot of people call it hot mud, quick set, but this stuff sets in about 5 minutes. So I just kind of, this is my first coat. Make sure you kind of really put some pressure on it. It goes into the little lines there. And then I apply it with my 12-inch blade or a putty knife. And then I use my 6-inch to kind of cut the edges down a little bit. And then I flatten it out with the 12-inch again. See, and it looks a little rough right there. That's the first coat, but I'm not going to sand it. What I'm going to do is just apply a second coat over it. That way it's going to be nice and smooth. And then I don't have to, sand it down where it's going to be all the dust is going to go everywhere. Look at that, nice, smooth. I'm going to put my heat gun on it. That way it dries a little bit and I'm going to wipe the edges. Look at all that trash. But I'm going to wipe the edges and sand it down a little bit, not too much, because it's not completely dry, but you want to make sure you wipe the edges. That way it's not going to be a noticeable patch. And then remember, if you have flat walls, you're done at that step, but this one had knockdown texture. So I'm going to use my Easy Pro texture system to shoot it. Super convenient. They sell it at Home Depot, Sherwin-Williams. And then look, that's pretty much done. I'm going to come back to paint in another day, but hey, let's not forget the most important part of the whole video here, the doorstop. That way it doesn't happen again. And there we go, look, Jalapeno Solutions. Oh, wait, too early. So yeah, look, that's pretty much good. Jalapeno Solutions, boom.